Hello everyone, Danika here. This lesson is based on Richard Faulds' Sun Flow sequence in his guide Kripalu Yoga, practicing on and off of the mat. Today I'm going to be taking you through this sequence without music. So if you would like some soft music on in the background, get that ready now. I will also be leading this class without the use of props, but if you have any blocks, straps, or a bolster at home that you know you like to use with certain postures, gather those up and place them around your mat in a place that's easy for you to access. Now, one of the most important things about Kripalu Yoga is to listen to your own body. So if you're working with any injuries, and I lead you into a posture that puts pressure on the affected joint, it is more important you back out of the pose than it is to force yourself into the shape. Okay, with that, let's begin. So come into the center of your mat. Stand with your feet hip distance apart. Lift your toes, spread them wide, and press them back into the earth. Create a strong foundation by pressing into all four corners of your feet. Take a slight bend to your knees, then straighten the legs. Pull up on the kneecaps and engage the quadriceps. Create a strong base by leveling the pelvis, ever so slightly tucking the tailbone under, and drawing the navel in towards the spine. Lift up out of the waist by pressing through the crown of the head. Gently tuck your chin and drop your shoulders down your back, with your hands resting loosely by your side. Now lower your gaze to a spot on the floor in front of you, or close your eyes and focus inward. Begin to notice your breath. At first, just watching the natural rise and fall. Then begin to deepen the breath, pulling the air all the way into your abdomen. And release it slowly. Inhale, and place your right hand over your heart center and left hand on top. I'm going to share a loving kindness meditation with you. Imagine a light in your heart space. Notice its color. Send loving kindness and healing to every cell in your body. See this light filling your entire body. Send loving kindness and healing light to your family, your friends, and your neighbors. See everyone filled with this light and healed with a smile on their face. Send loving kindness and healing light to the entire world, to all living beings, to the entire planet. See the world whole, healed, and at peace. Keep your focus inward on the flow of breath. Breathe, relax, feel, watch, and allow. Bring yourself fully present and affirm the intention to remain present during this practice session. Exhale and release your hands down by your side. Widen your stance a little bit so your feet are about shoulder distance apart. Then begin to gently twist from side to side. Allow the loose arms to flap against your side like empty coat sleeves. Turn to look over one shoulder and then the other. coordinating breath with movement. Perhaps exhaling as you twist and inhaling back to center. Now as your body turns to the right, lift your left heel. And then as your arms swing to the left, lift your right heel. Just creating a greater range of movement. Gently warming up the body. Stand vertical so that your torso is rotating as if it's in a barrel versus swaying from side to side. Gradually let this swaying motion slow down and come back to center. Arms loosely resting at your side. Inhale and press into your feet, lifting up through the crown of your head. Exhale, slide your right hand down your outer right thigh as you pull the left hand up into your armpit, coming into a side stretch. Keep the hips and shoulders facing forward and the neck in one long line. Inhale, raise back up to center. And exhale, slide the left palm down the outer left thigh and pull the right hand up into the armpit, coming into a side stretch on the opposite side. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale, stretching the side body. Inhale, center. Exhale, over to the other side. Repeat this movement flowing with your own breath. This stretch is called monkey stretch because of the way the hand is pulled into the armpit. Imitates a child's impression of a monkey. This stretch can be done slowly, emphasizing a deep breath, or more quickly, emphasizing an active breath. Allow this next side stretch to be your last on each side. And lift to come stand back into Dasana. Bring your feet back to hip distance apart. Press them into the earth, straightening your legs, but keep a micro bend in the knee to protect the knee joints. Take your hands, interlace them behind your back. Press the knuckles down towards the floor as you open your shoulders, pressing the sternum forward. Take a deep breath in, feeling the expansion in your chest, and exhale, let it go. Squeeze the palms of your hands together to get a deeper shoulder stretch. Release the clasp of your hands, placing your palms on your upper thighs. Inhale, reach up through the crown of your head. And exhale, lift the tailbone up as you hinge forward at your hips, coming forward with a flat back. Slide your hands down your legs, just as far as you can until you feel a stretch in the back of your knees and hamstrings. Also, to protect your knees, or if you really have tight hamstrings, it's okay to take a bend to your knees. And then as you exhale, release your head and shoulders down towards the earth, letting gravity lengthen the spine. Just breathe in Padahastasana. Padahastasana means hand to feet pose and describes a number of forward bends. If you want a little bit more challenge, interlace your two fingers around your big toe, and as you exhale, pull your forehead in towards your shins. Keep your focus inward and connect your thoughts to your breath. Exhale and release the hold on your toes. Place your hands back on your hips. Take a bend to your knees, and as you inhale, lift back up to standing. Now come to the top of your mat, feet still hip distance apart. Arms down by your side. Inhale, raise your hands up to heart center. Exhale, bow your head. Inhale, sweep your arms forward and up, placing the palms together. As you exhale, press the hip bones forward, lift up through the sternum, and arch up and back, tracing your gaze along the ceiling. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, open your arms wide out to the side and hinge forward, coming forward in a swan dive. Place your hands on the floor, and if you need to, bend your knees so that your fingertips can safely touch. Inhale, slide your palms up your shins, creating a flat back. Exhale, fold over your legs and press your hands into the mat. Take a giant step back with your right foot so that your left knee is bent right above your ankle. Press out through the right heel. Take a deep breath and feel runner's lunge. You may want to come up onto your fingers in what is called teepee position to create a bit more space for your chest. Exhale, lower your right knee down towards the mat and slide your left foot back to meet it, coming into table pose. Spread your fingers wide, press the palms of your hands in towards the mat, and roll your shoulders open. Curl your toes under and take a deep inhalation. As you exhale, press into the balls of your feet and your hands to lift your hips up and back, coming into Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Press the heels down towards the floor and the head away. Gaze up towards your navel so that the spine remains long, and tilt the tailbone up. Inhale, bend the right knee and step the right foot beside the right palm, coming into runner's lunge on the opposite side. Check to make sure your right knee is stacked right above the ankle and that your left heel is lifted and you're reaching out through the left foot, creating length. Inhale, and step the left foot forward to meet the right, folding forward over your legs as you exhale. Inhale, your hands to your shins, reach out to the top of your head, flat back. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, sweep your arms wide out to the side in a reverse swan dive, placing your palms together overhead. Exhale, press your hips forward, lift up through the collarbones, and arch up and back, your biceps framing your ears. Inhale, trace your gaze along the ceiling. Exhale your hands through heart center. Surya Namaskar, sun salutations. One more on the other side. Inhale your hands to heart center. Exhale, press the thumbs into your sternum as you bow your head. Inhale, reach your arms forward and up, placing your fingertips together. Exhale, press your hip points forward, lift up through the sternum, and arch up and back. Inhale, rise. Exhale, turn the tailbone over and come forward in a swan dive over your legs, bending the knees to avoid any strain. Inhale your hands to your shins, flat back. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Place your hands on the mat to prepare for runner's lunge. Bend your knees if you need to. Then take a giant step back with your right foot, or the opposite leg, and make sure that your front knee is stacked directly above your ankle. Breathe as you hold here. Tap your back knee down and bring your front foot back to meet it, coming into table pose. Press your hands into the mat. Curl your toes under. Draw the wing points of your shoulder blades down your back. Take a deep inhalation, and as you exhale, press into your hands to lift your knees and hips up and back, coming into Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Hold for a few flowing breaths. Inhale, bend your left knee and step your left foot in between your hands, close to your left hand. Check to make sure your left knee is snapped right above the ankle and that your hips and torso are facing forward. Close your eyes and breathe. Inhale, step your right foot forward to meet the left, and exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, your hands to your shins, coming into a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms wide out to the side and overhead, palms touch. Exhale, press your hip bones forward and arch up and back. Inhale, lift up, and exhale your hands through heart center. For many yoga sequences, sun salutation can be the core practice of the session, but for our purpose, 2 rounds is sufficient just to warm up the body. The next posture I'm going to show you is called Breath of Joy. I will demo first and then lead you through it. So you want to stand with your feet a little wider than hip distance apart, and the breath is inhaled in 3 parts to fill all 3 chambers of the lungs. So what you want to do is exhale, inhale, raise both hands up in front of you to shoulder height. Keep a soft, your knees want to be flexed, soft bend to your knees. As you inhale again, you sweep your arms down to the side and up. And on your last inhalation, let your hands come down, knees soft, and raise both hands overhead, palms facing. Then exhale with a ha as you swing your hands down and back. Ha! Let's try 5 repetitions together. So inhale forward, exhale to the side, inhale up above, and let it go. Inhale forward, inhale side, inhale up. Forward, side, up, and then just hang out for a moment with soft knees. Place your hands on your upper thighs, take a bend to your knees, and as you inhale, come back up to standing, completing the warm-up phase of our practice session. So come to the back of the mat with your feet hip distance apart and parallel to one another. Place your hands on your hip, and as you inhale, create length along your spine. Exhale, take a giant step forward with your left foot, keeping your feet hip distance apart to help with balance. Check to make sure that your left knee is right above your left ankle. You just don't want the knee coming past the ankle so that you protect the knee. If you need to, you can slide the right foot back. Leave the back heel lifted and both toes pointing forward. Exhale and just lower your hips a little bit closer towards the mat. And make sure that your left hip bone pulls back, your right hip bone pulls forward to square the pelvis. If you feel stable and balanced, inhale your arms up ahead, shoulder width apart, coming into Virabhadrasana 1. Breathe evenly as you hold. Warrior pose. Well, in the posture, adduct your thigh muscles together so that you're drawing them in towards the center line of your body. Fully engaging the legs. And look straight ahead. If you want to take this posture a little deeper, interlace your fingers overhead, reach up for steeple position, and arch up and back. Hold for a breath, and then rise up, placing your palms on your front thigh, and step forward with your back leg, returning to Tadasana. Take a deep inhalation, noticing the flow of energy in your body. Then let it go. Place your hands back on your hips. Root your feet. And as you take an inhalation to get long, then exhale and take a giant step back with your left foot, keeping your feet hip distance apart. Bend your right knee directly over the ankle and leave the left heel lifted so you're pressing out of the sole of the left foot. Square your hips to the front by pulling the right hip bone back and the left hip bone forward. Lift out of your waist and reach up to the crown of your head as you slightly tuck your chin. Inhale, sweep your arms forward and up, shoulder distance apart. Exhale, take the pose a little deeper by lowering your pelvis toward the mat. Check to make sure that your right knee is not extending past the ankle. And connect to your breath. Make sure that you are breathing evenly, which will help you sustain the posture. To take Virabhadrasana 1 deeper, interlace your fingers overhead, reaching up through the index finger. And as you inhale, arc up and back, lifting through your sternum, keeping the neck in one long line. Inhale, rise up. Exhale to your front thigh and step the left foot forward to meet the right, returning to Tadasana. Come to the center of your mat. Place your hands on your hips and step your legs wide apart. Turn your left foot in a quarter turn and your right foot out a full turn of 90 degrees. Make sure that your right knee is pointing in line with your first two big toes. Your hips and torso and shoulders will be facing the long edge side of your mat. And your knees, well, your legs are going to be straight in the posture, but knees soft. Inhale your arms out to T position, pressing out through the fingertips. Exhale, open your chest by rolling your shoulders down your back. Inhale, press up through the crown of your head. Turn to look over your front hand. And as you exhale, reach forward, sliding your rib cage forward in a straight line so that you're reaching as far as you can, coming into a side stretch. So for some people, this is as far as they may want to come. But if you have the flexibility, exhale, lowering the right hand down in front of your right thigh and rotating the left arm up. Gaze down towards your bottom hand, straight ahead, or turn to look up at the ceiling. Trikonasana, triangle pose. While holding the posture, you want to imagine that your body's in one straight vertical line. So it would almost be as if you were doing this posture against a wall. Or imagine that you're in between two panes of glass. For a little bit more challenge, take the lower arm off of the thigh to engage the core. Inhale, reach up, pressing into your feet to lift your torso up. Exhale your hands down to your hips. Rotate your right foot in a quarter turn and your left foot out a full turn of 90 degrees. Make sure your left knee is in line with your big toe and the second toe, and that your hips, abdomen, and shoulders are facing the long edge side of your mat. Inhale, raise your arms up to T position. Turn your head to look over to the left. Exhale, reach forward, sliding your rib cage forward as far as you can, coming into a lateral stretch across the spine. Exhale again and lower your left arm down and your right arm up, stretching from fingertip to fingertip. Gaze either down towards the mat, straight ahead, or turn to look up at your raised hand. Breathe. Avoid avoid the tendency to rest the weight of your body in your lower arm. So that you want to keep lifted. Keep pressing into your front foot, which will press the back hip away. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower your hands down by your side. Turn your toes forward. So you want to keep your legs about 1 leg distance apart. Toes are either straight ahead or slightly turned in. Once again, legs will be straight throughout this posture, but knees not locked. Keep your hands on your hips. Inhale, lengthening up through the spine and neck. Exhale, hinging at the hips, fold forward with a flat back. Lowering your torso down until it's parallel to the floor. Breathe here, feeling a strong connection with the outer edges of your feet and the mat. Then exhale, fold forward. You can bend your knees to help reach the ground. Release your palms down onto the mat, shoulder distance apart. Press into the palms, and as you continue to exhale, pull your forehead so that you're gazing through the space in between your legs. Coming into Prasarita Padottanasana. Standing wide angle forward bend. Shift your weight forward onto the balls of your feet while you press your tailbone back so that the backs of your heels, knees, and hips are all in one vertical line. Let gravity create length along your spine and the back of your neck. If you want a little bit more challenge, take your hands underneath the outside edges of your feet, press your feet into the earth, and then use your arm strength to pull your forehead further between your legs. Always be respecting your body's limits though. There's no need to make your posture look exactly like mine. Release the clasp of your hands. Bring your hands back to your hips. Take a bend to your knees. And as you inhale, come back up to vertical. Jump your feet one together, or step them together, returning to Tadasana. The next posture is a balancing posture. So sometimes standing on solid floor versus your mat can help aid with balance. Keep your feet hip distance apart. Keep your abdominal muscles engaged, so you're pulling your navel in towards your spine. Your pelvic floor muscles are also engaged. Find a stable point to focus on a few feet in front of you. This is your drishti point, something that's not moving, so that will also help you with balance. Shift your weight over into your right leg, pressing the foot firmly into the earth. Inhale, pull the left knee in towards the left side of your chest. Reach your arms up, reaching from fingertip to fingertip. Exhale, relax the left foot, your elbows, and your wrists. Coming into crane. Keep pressing your standing leg into the floor, engaging the thigh muscles. Breathe. On the exhalations, you can play around with bending and then straightening your standing leg. Remain focused. All balancing postures help to develop concentration, poise, and grace. Exhale, lower your arms, interlacing the fingers in front of your right knee. And as you inhale, pull the left quadricep in towards your chest. Take a deep breath in, and exhale, release. Close your eyes, and take a moment to notice both sides of your body. Gently flap your eyelids open. Shift your weight over into your left foot, rooting it down in towards the earth. Inhale, raise your right knee in towards the right side of your body. reaching your arms out wide to the side, pressing out through the fingertips to open your chest. Exhale, relax your elbows, wrists, and right foot. Crane. Inhale, press your standing foot into the floor, reaching up through the crown of your head. Exhale, bend your standing knee. Just flow with your breath between fully standing straight and taking a soft bend to your leg. Keep your body, mind, and breath in balance. Slow your thoughts by connecting to your breath. Exhale and interlace your fingers the opposite way above your lifted knee. Inhale, pull the thigh in towards your chest. Exhale, release your leg back down to the ground. Come to the front of your mat, feet hip distance apart. Inhale, raise your arms up overhead, palms touching. Exhale, fold over your legs, soft knees. Bend them, place your hands down on the mat, and lower your buttocks down towards the floor. Come to lie supine and straight by pressing out of your heels so that your legs are together, and roll down on towards your back. Reach both arms up overhead, reaching up with one arm and then the other, and pressing away with one heel and the other, lengthening your body using the support of the floor. Exhale and place your hands on your lower abdomen, interlacing the fingers. Bend the right knee and place the right heel close to the buttocks. As you exhale, press the sole of the right foot into the earth, contracting your abdominal muscles to then curl up. Press through the knuckles to reach your arms straight, coming into half curl up. Just breathe as you hold. This is a particularly safe and effective abdominal strengthener. The longer the posture is held, the more challenging it becomes. Remember to breathe, as it will help you sustain the posture for long. Then exhale, roll down one bone at a time, returning to lying on your mat. Straighten the right leg. Interlace your fingers the opposite way. Inhale, bend the left knee and place the sole of the left foot close to the buttocks. Press the right heel away to keep the right leg active and engaged. Exhale, pull the navel in towards the spine. Press into the left foot and curl up your torso, pressing your knuckles up and forward to straighten the arm. Hold. Close your eyes and focus on your core strength. Notice your abdominal muscles working here. Release any judgments you have about yourself or the posture. Simply being. And exhale, release. Stretch your left leg out long. Reach both arms up, overhead. Keep your left arm lifted. Lower the right. And roll over onto your left side, placing your right hand in front of your stomach. Bend your knees and rest your left ear on your left bicep. Hold for a breath, giving your body time to adjust. And then in your own time, make your way over onto your belly. Keeping your legs hip distance apart, the shoelace side of your feet pressing into the mat. Hands come down by your side, palms up. Then place your chin or forehead on the mat. Slide your elbows in close towards your torso. Focus on your right leg, keeping it connected to the earth. Then as you exhale, press both hip bones evenly into the mat and lift up your left leg. Reach out through the toes, coming into half locust. Keep your left glute engaged and both hip bones evenly pressing down, so that the right side of your body remains a bit more relaxed. Exhale, release your lifted leg. Now shift your attention over to your left leg. Press it into the earth, and as you exhale, press both hip bones down into the mat to lift your right heel off the floor. Keep reaching out of the right toes to extend the leg long and pressing up on the heel. Notice the engagement of the right glute. Half locust. Exhale, lower both feet down towards the mat. Turn your palms under so that your palms are pressing in towards the mat. Feel a strong, stretch your chin forward so that you lengthen the front of your neck. Press your pubic bone and hip bones into the mat. As you exhale, also press your lower abdomen into the mat and lift both heels up off the mat. Reach out through your toes, engage the leg muscles, firing up the legs and glute. Lift as much as you can up on the heels and keep reaching long out of the toes. Keep your core engaged and then just breathe. Feeling your body working, your muscles engaging. Inhale, lift your heels as high as you can. Exhale, release your feet back down towards the mat. Interlace your fingers underneath your forehead and turn your head 1/8 one way. Let go here. Shift your hips side to side to release any tension that may have built up in the low back. Bring your head back to forward, and then either resting your chin or forehead on the mat. Lower both arms down by your side. Palms up. Roll your shoulders down your back, pressing the wing points together. Keep your legs hip distance apart, tops of your feet connected to the earth. Press your pelvic triangle into the mat, and as you inhale, lift your head, shoulders, and sternum off of the mat. Slightly tuck your chin and keep your gaze down along the front edge of your mat. Coming into serpent. Breathe as you hold, feeling the engagement of the back muscles. There should be a smooth curve in the back, but no crunching. Feel your body working. And send your breath to where you feel any sensation most. Exhale, lower your forehead back down to the mat. Let it all go. Interlace your fingers beneath your head and turn your head the opposite way. Bend both heels up towards your buttocks and gently windshield wiper the legs side to side. Releasing the low back. Bring your feet back to stillness. Press the shoelace sides of your feet into the mat. Slide the palms of your hand underneath your shoulders. And as you inhale, lift yourself up. Opening your knees wide, bringing your toes together, and exhale your tailbone down over your heels. Coming into child's pose. Lower your forehead down towards the mat. Reach long and rest. Child's pose is a restorative and relaxing posture, so it is important that you remain comfortable as you rest here. Another option is to reach the arms down behind you, comfortably resting the forehead on the floor. Make yourself as comfortable and relaxed as you can, allowing your breath to recalibrate. Press into the palms of your hands and inhale to lift your weight forward, returning to table pose. Slide your knees in towards each other and then sit off to one side. Come to sit along one edge of your mat so that your left leg is right along the edge of your mat. Bend your right knee and place the sole of your right foot on your inner right thigh, sliding the heel as close to your pubic bone as you can, but while also keeping your right knee connected towards the mat. It is important that you're along the outside of your mat because you want your right knee to remain on the mat, not on the floor. Square your hips to face the extended leg. Have both hands beside your outstretched leg. Inhale, lifting out of your waist, creating space along the spinal column. Exhale, drop your shoulders, draw the chin in towards the throat. Inhale, reach both arms up and forward so they're shoulder width apart. Exhale, begin to hinge forward at the hips, coming forward with a flat back so that you're reaching as far as you can forward. Once you notice your lumbar spine starting to round, pause. Inhaling to create as much length as you can. And then exhale, gently fold over your legs, allowing your hands to come down to your shin, ankle, or foot. Gently lower the forehead towards the shin. Janu Shirshasana, head to knee pose. Breathe deeply as you hold. While in the posture, it is more important that you lengthen the spine than force your forehead to touch your chin. Inhale deeply, noticing the oxygen fill your lungs. Exhale, release the hold of your foot. Step the heels of your hands in towards the center line of your body and lift your torso back up to vertical. Before going on to the other side, you're going to come into half circle. So take your right hand and place the palm of your right hand a few inches behind your right sit bone. Inhale and turn to look over your right shoulder as you sweep the left arm across your body towards the side of the room. Press into your right palm and your right knee to lift your hips up, pressing your left foot in towards the mat. Reach out through your fingertips and press the hip bones forward, coming into half circle. As you breathe, feel the stretch along your whole side body. Exhale, lower the tailbone back down towards the mat. Sweep the arm back through center. And extend your right leg long. Shift your weight over to the opposite side of your mat. Pressing out through the right heel. Remove the flesh out from underneath your buttocks. Bend the left knee. Sliding the heel of the left foot in towards the pubic bone. Placing the sole of the foot against the inner right thigh. Then lower the right knee down towards the mat. Shift your torso and shoulders to face forward in line with your extended right leg. Keep the hands framing your right foot. Inhale, reach your arms up shoulder distance apart. Exhale, pull the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, press up through the fingertips and the crown of the head. And exhale, hinging at the hips, fold forward with a flat back. Reaching as far forward as you can, and only lowering until you notice the lower part of your back starting to round. Then pause for a breath. Trying to lengthen the spine as much as you can. It is more important that you feel the stretch in your back hamstring than your lower back. Exhale, lower your hands down to either your shin, ankle, or foot. Curl the forehead forward. And release into a passive forward fold. Janu Shirsasana, head to knee pose. Breathe, watch, feel, relax, and allow. The 5 steps to bringing yourself present during this practice session. Exhale, let go of the hold on your foot. Inhale and lift your torso up. Place the left palm behind your left sitting bone, pressing it into the mat a few inches away from the sitting bone. Inhale, lifting up to the top of your head and turn to look over your left side as you sweep the right arm across the body to the left. Now continue to press into your left palm and your left knee. Lift both hip bones up, coming into half circle. Press the right foot down in towards the mat and reach up through the right fingertips. Breathe deeply. Connecting to the deep side stretch. Slowing your breath to help slow your thoughts and simply be in the moment. Exhale, lower your tailbone back down towards the mat. Sweep your right arm forward. And then extend your left leg long to meet the right. Shake out your knees. Remove the flesh out from underneath your buttocks. Come to the center of your mat. Sit up nice and tall. Inhale, bend the right knee, sliding the heel of the right foot in towards your pubic bone. Option number 1 is to keep the sole of the right foot pressed into the mat a few inches from the inner left thigh. Or if you would like to take the stretch a little deeper, cross the right foot over the left thigh and press the bottom of the foot into the earth. Interlace your fingers around the right knee and pull your sternum in towards your leg, helping to lengthen the back. Inhale, raise the right arm up to shoulder height, reaching out through the fingertips. And clasp the outer right knee with the left hand. As you exhale, twist from the lower abdomen over to the right, opening the right arm towards the back wall of the room, following the fingertip with your gaze. As you twist, it becomes easier to wrap the left arm around the right knee, and perhaps even hold the knee in the crook of the arm. When you've come to your full rotation, lower the right hand down towards the mat. Inhale, press your palm into the earth and lift out to the top of your head. Exhale, twist to look towards the back wall. Matsyendrasana, seated spinal twist. While holding the posture, keep the left foot flexed and active. Keep lengthening the spine and gently twisting. Connect with your body, only going as deep as your body will allow. This is a great stretch for the spine and press a bit of compression on the abdominal organs, which can help move along digestion. Raise the right arm back up to shoulder height, and as you inhale, unwind, coming back forward. Exhale, extend your right leg out long. Inhale, bending the left knee. Place the bottom of the left foot close to your inner right thigh. This is option 1. To go a little bit deeper into the stretch, cross the left foot over the right thigh. Press out to the right heel to keep the right leg engaged. Interlace your fingers on the outside of the left knee to pull your trunk in towards the leg and create space between the bones in your spinal column. Inhale, reach your left arm forward. Exhale, rotating from your lower abdomen, open the left arm out wide to the side and circle the arm towards the back wall in the room, following the hand with your gaze. As you twist, it'll become easier to grab hold of the right knee with the right arm to help lengthen the spine. So when you've come to your full rotation, lower the left hand down towards the mat. Inhale, pressing your hand in towards the earth, lifting up through the crown of your head, and exhaling to twist deeper. Supta Matsyendrasana on the opposite side. Close your eyes and notice the flow of breath in this shape. Watch your body breathe. What can you soften and relax here? To release, raise the left arm up to shoulder height. And as you inhale back through center, unwinding. Extend the left leg out long, scoot your bum forward, and come to roll down onto your back. Inhale, pull both knees in towards your chest. Wrap your arms around your legs, cupping opposite elbows, and give your whole body a tight squeeze, curling into a tight little ball. Send your body love and gratitude. Perhaps rock a little bit side to side. Release the clasp of your elbows, lowering your head back down towards the mat, and circle out your knees. Now as you inhale, kick your heels up towards the ceiling so that your feet are parallel to the ceiling, almost as if you could have a tray up. Raise your right arms, both arms up, shoulder distance apart, and palms facing. Press your sacrum into the mat, lengthen the back of your neck, and pull your shoulder blades into the earth, coming into dead bow. Breathe freely as you hold, exploring micro movements of the hands and feet. Dead bug is a particularly effective inversion, as it lifts all limbs above the heart, reversing the blood flow. But it's also safe for almost anyone to practice, as you do not lift the hips above the head. Dead bug is one of the only inversions that can be practiced during menstruation. Try holding the posture for 3 minutes or more to get maximum benefit. Paying attention to the micro movements that your arms and feet make. Take a deep breath in, filling your abdomen. Exhale, let it go with a sigh. Then lower your feet and arms back down towards the mat with control. Coming into Shavasana. Stretch the arms overhead, then release them down by your side. Arms out about 45 degrees from the body, opening your shoulders. Adjust the feet so they're a comfortable distance apart. Let the toes flop out to the side. If you're comfortable, close your eyes and connect to your breath. Using your breath to relax your whole body. Notice your feet, calves, and thighs. Consciously tell your legs to relax and let go. Relax your lower back, sacrum, upper back, and chest. Release your shoulder blades into the mat. Feel your arm bones getting heavy, and curl your fingers slightly in towards each other. Relax the back of your neck, the back of your head, and the space between your eyes. Soften your jaw. Relax your whole body, from toe tip to fingertip. Feel the weight of your body supported by the floor beneath you. Begin to let go. Simply be, giving your body time to integrate the postures of the sun flow sequence. Rest here for as long as you wish. Cooling down the practice session. If time allows, stay resting in Shavasana for as long as possible. Otherwise, when you are ready to come out, grow the breath, pulling the air into the abdomen. Take full, deep belly breaths. Connecting your attention to any sounds in the room so that your awareness begins to surface. Come back into your body by gently wiggling your fingers and toes. Circling out the wrists and ankles. Bringing some movement into your hips and shoulders. And then inhale your arms up overhead, reaching from your toe tips to your fingertips. Full body stretch. Exhale, let it go. Leave one arm lifted and roll over onto whatever side you use. Bending your knees, placing one hand in front of your abdomen, resting your ear on your bicep. Hold in fetal pose, giving your body time to adjust to this position. Being careful to bring relaxation with you. Then in your own time, press into your front hand to lift yourself up into a comfortable seated position. Come to sit cross-legged on your mat. Place one hand over your heart and then the other one on top. Keep your eyes closed to stay connected to your center. Recall the loving kindness meditation you did at the start of this practice session. As you breathe, imagine a bright white light in your heart. Send every cell of your body loving kindness and healing light. See this light fill your body. Now envision or send loving kindness and healing light to your family, friends, and neighbors. See them filled with this loving light and smiling. Send loving kindness and healing energy to the whole world. Envision this healing light healing the world so that it is a place of peace. Take a deep breath in to prepare for home. Jai Bhagwan. Namaste. And thank you.